Welcome back to TechKidFX for another Fantom price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Fantom chart, which has continued to hold above a high that we made at around the $0.3575 mark, and at the time of this recording we're also trading above the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart. And before I get further into the technical analysis, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to start the video here on the 4-hour chart by first giving you a recap of what has been happening before I give you the short-term scenarios and also my next target areas for the price of Fantom. And here on the 4-hour chart you can see that after making our low at around the $0.16 mark, we started a very nice bounce to the upside in a move that has been obeying the Elliot wave structures, where you can see I have this wave 1 making its peak at around the $0.26 mark, and after making the high for that first wave we saw this ABC corrective structure having the wave C fully maximizing the formation of that second wave to the lower side. And after seeing the low for that second wave, whatever we expected next is a bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3, and this wave 3 has also done the minimum that we expected it to do, using the trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. I expected that wave 3 to the upside to go back to the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.3485 mark, which is a target area that we fully maximized. And after seeing the high for that wave 3, we saw the retracement to the lower side in the formation of that wave 4, and after seeing the low for that wave 4, we have continued pushing even higher in the formation of this wave 5 to the upside, and first giving you a target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 5 using a trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the high of that wave 3. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 5 at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $0.5154 mark, and that is the minimum that I expected that wave 5 to the upside to do. But you can see here on the charts we have made our high at around the $0.5 mark, and there are chances that the high that we have made over here could be the high for that higher Elliot wave count 5 to the upside. And after seeing this 5-wave structure to the upside and assuming that the high for that wave 5 to the upside is in, we can now term this whole structure to the upside in this 5-wave structure right here as a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. So we can term this whole structure as a larger Elliot wave count 1 to the upside, and whatever we expect next after seeing the formation of a larger Elliot wave count 1 is a bit of a pullback here on the charts in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2, then expect a wave 3, then a wave 4, and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5. And getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this wave 2, because I believe this is what is playing out and we have peaked in the formation of this higher Elliot wave count 1, I can first give you my target area to the lower side in the formation of this wave 2 using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, and that gives me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, and I can mark that target area here on the charts like that, which lies between the $0.3336 mark and the $0.294 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting that retracement to the lower side in the formation of this wave 2 to the lower side to do. And in the formation of that wave 2, because it's a corrective wave, I'm also expecting to see an ABC corrective structure having the wave C fully maximizing the formation of that wave 2 to the lower side. So that is the first possible scenario that could be playing out over here, but that doesn't mean that Fantom does not have room for us to continue pushing higher and make a high that is above the high that we made at around the $0.5 mark. And in case such a move plays out, then I'll be naming the new high as the high for that larger Elliot wave count 1 to the upside, and then from there we can sketch out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of this wave 2. So those are the two possible scenarios that could play out here on the Fantom chart, but for me I'm in favor of seeing a retracement to the lower side in the formation of this wave 2, and I believe we have peaked in the formation of this higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. But for now we can expect short-term bullish movements before we continue pushing even lower to fully maximize our target area to the lower side in the formation of this wave 2. And before I give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, we can first take a look at the indicators, where here on the RSI you can see we are trading at around the 60 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support any movements to the lower side to fully support the formation of this second wave to the lower side. And also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we have been able to print a bearish cross, and that means lower prices are coming our way, fully supporting the formation of that second wave to the lower side, and jumping to the daily chart to give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, and also an area on the Fibonacci's that we have managed to break above, which suggests that recovery is happening here on the Fantom chart. If I connect the Fibonacci's from the lows, from these low prices that we had been trading within to the all-time high, the Fib level 0.88 lies at around the $0.4593 mark, which is an area that we have managed to break above, meaning that there are chances that whatever we are seeing here on the Fantom chart is the start of that recovery to the upside, and that could mean even higher prices are coming our way. And here on the daily chart, I have this Elliot structure in red, which is going to give me the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, where you can see that Fantom, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making it to an all-time high at around the $3.5 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliott wave count 1 to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we had been seeing lower prices in this ABC corrective structure, which took us back to around the $0.16 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliott wave count 2 to the lower side. And after seeing the low for that second wave, whatever we expect next is a bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, and in the formation of that wave 3, I also expect to see a 5-wave structure in formation because of the impulsive nature in the formation of that wave 3. And here on the daily chart, I also have a target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 using a trend-based Fibonacci at the Fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $5.7395 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting Fantom to do on the long-term scenarios and also on the short-term scenarios, and I'll be keeping you updated on any move that plays out.